everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 21. I cannot believe we only have like 3 days left, but here we are. I am so proud of how far I've come with this entire series, and I hope you all are still enjoying it as we start to wrap things up. But as you can tell by the lighting, it is a bit later on in the day. I want to say it's around 4:30, and I'm officially clocked out for the holiday season, hence this joyous expression on my face. But well, I started out the day, I had a little bit of work and loose ends that I had to wrap up. Then we had a team meeting where one of my teammates presented one of her presentations that she's been working on. We went over like what's next for the team. Our manager also gifted us a year of masterclass, which is really cool because I've used masterclass before. I want to say one of like our amazing subscribers ended up gifting me an extra one that she had, and I definitely took full advantage of that, but that was like years ago. And now I'm gonna try it out again. So I will let you all know if I find any really cool classes on there because it's been a little while. Then he also let us know that this would be our last meeting of 2023 and that we can clock out once the meeting was over. So here we are. We are going into the official holiday season, and then I won't be back to work until I want to say January 5th of 2024. So a nice long break to just catch up on life, hopefully do a lot more on this channel, and I'm feeling relief. Like, I really love what I do. I love my job and my teammates, but I've been in desperate need of this long break, just considering all the things that I've had to do. The busy holiday season, it's just gonna feel amazing to just lock in and get some rest. So as I mentioned, it's a bit later on in the day. I'm always on brand because I haven't eaten. Like, don't y'all know this by now? I just don't eat. So I haven't eaten, so I do have to figure that out, and I'm gonna take Bruno for a walk. Vlogmas Day 20 should be uploading right around now. I just didn't have enough time this morning to get the thumbnail and everything done, and then I had to work. So it's uploading now, and it should be out by the time obviously you're watching this. But yeah, that's how things are going. I'm gonna figure out what's next for me. I kind of am on the fence about bullet journaling and what I want it to look like for 2024, if I want to make that big of a commitment, or if I want to just buy a new journal and get a fresh start. So I guess we'll kind of do that evaluation together, and then I'll let you all know which planner I decide to go with. But I've noticed that I will tell myself that a written planner, a physical journal is not super important, and then I'll catch myself falling off of task or not running through to-do lists, and it's like, yeah girl, because you ain't been using a planner. So I don't know why, but it actually does work for me. And in times where I've been super on task, knocking out all of my habits, just on top of my game, I've always had a consistent journal of some sort, a calendar, a notebook. So I've got to get back to that. Not to mention, I want to take a lot of this holiday break to clean up this shelf that you see behind me. I always call this like the Brooklyn Post graveyard, as terrible as that sounds, but I have not touched this shelf since I closed my shop down. And there are times like I walk into this office and I see it in my view, and I'm just like, girl, do something about that, because it's not motivating. Everything is dusty, nothing is plugged in. It doesn't do anything for me. We'll just say that. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'll probably do it on camera with y'all just so we can go over like what I'm gonna recycle or give away, and just really getting a fresh start to make space for Melanote. So this morning I also had some time to check in with some friends and just make sure they were all good before the holiday season. So I checked in with some other friends from work, and then also followed up with Andrea, aka Coco Michelle, and she has been a bit under the weather, so I was just making sure that she was straight, and she's doing really well. She's actually jumped back into her coloring sessions on TikTok, so if you're not following her, she's coloring with Coco, but she basically has these really aesthetically pleasing, calming coloring sessions where she colors in her own coloring books, and she's so good at it, and I'm just really proud of her. She's been telling me forever and a day, like, girl, do the coloring books. I just never, got around to it, and maybe 2024 is the year of doing that, but I'm just so appreciative of having a friend like her that keeps me motivated, that affirms me, and yeah, I'm just excited for what's in store for the both of us for 2024. But yeah, it's just been a good day overall. Again, a later start, but just a good day, and I can't wait for Dustin to get home and for us to catch up and just jump into this long awaited break. So that's it. I'm gonna go walk Bruno before he has an accident in the apartment, and then I'm gonna come back and just chef up something quick. But I hope you all are having a great day, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, y'all, we are back. My face is always a little bit red when I come back inside because it is cold. And because we live by the water, the wind just, it does a number on me. So I got a little Amazon order, got my heartburn pills because, you know, acid reflux is not a joke. So I gotta have those on hand. I don't know what this is. Guess we're gonna see. Oh, the pink stuff. I'm running low and I've never tried the spray. So I'm gonna try this on the bathroom. But you know, with the adulting, you always cleaning. I don't know how people with kids do it. We got our detergent, the Free and Gentle, because I feel like normal detergent really irritates my skin. And Dustin at first was like, oh, it doesn't really bother me. And now he's realizing that it also irritates his skin. It's just too strong. It doesn't matter how much you dilute it, how little you use. It doesn't work well with us. So back to the Free and Gentle. Nothing fun in that shipment. Just, again, adulting, cleaning stuff. But I am going to leave these cardboard pieces for Remy. He loves cardboard. He will have a field day with this. So I'm going to save him a piece or two. But that's it, folks. I'm going to try to make some food. Let me see what I can raid in this kitchen just so I can eat something. So it's like a half hour later and I still have not eaten because I got distracted. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but if there is like a task I have to do and then something else diverts my attention, I will get thrown the hell off. So I want to clean up the stove because it was just a little bit too messy for my liking. So now it's nice and shiny and now I can eat. So I'm going to eat this spaghetti cacio e pepe from Trader Joe's. It is one of my favorites. All you have to do is add some water, and I usually top it with some seasoning, some Parmesan, and we are good to go. So I'm gonna make some of this, and then I will finally be able to move on with the rest of my night routine, get relaxed, and start this nice, long holiday time off vacation. I am so excited. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some of this. So while my pasta cooks, I figured I would refill my prescriptions, or I guess my daily meds, on camera with y'all because I really love this holder. I got it from Amazon a few weeks ago when I had to go on a trip to Pittsburgh, and I'm in love. This is like the best one that I've been able to find that I can actually keep up with. And it's pretty basic. So you have this clear container and it holds all 7 days inside. And my favorite part about this thing is that each day is an individual box of its own. So let's say on Wednesday I have to go in the office, I can just take this out, throw it in my purse, and I'm all set. And of course, it's really pretty. They have all different colors, just in case you want to color code your medication. But my meds are basically the same from day to day, so I don't really need the color coding feature, or really the day of the week, really, but it's still helpful to keep up just in case you forget. So again, I haven't really touched this since Pittsburgh, so I do need to kind of refill and organize, and I figured I would share with y'all. And of course, before anyone asks, I will have it linked in the bio just in case you're looking for something similar to either help out with your routine, or maybe you're a caregiver and this can make your life a bit easier. So first off, in the morning, this is the medication that I take on a daily basis. It is just Prilosec OTC. So if you are like me and you suffer from really bad heartburn, acid reflux, anything like that, for me, this works really well. I have noticed that if I forget to take this and it goes to like 48 hours, 72 hours, I feel the burn. So I try to be consistent with this because it messes with my sleep. It's just really bad for me. And I know everyone's gonna say drink more water, don't eat the spicy food, but life be lifing, and this is what works for me. So I'm going to open these up and put in my heartburn meds. So when it comes to multivitamins, I usually go with Ollie, and these have been really good for me, except I am out. This is empty, so I'm gonna skip over this part, as well as any specific medications that have to do with my anxiety or mental health. I'm gonna skip over that. And so for the daytime, the only medication I have in here is this really small pill, and this is my iron pill. I am vitamin D deficient, so I take those once a day in the daytime with food. Now I do have to clean out this container because I have a whole bunch of allergy meds in here from my trip. Okay, so we are all set. So that's basically it. And then for nighttime, you all probably saw that I took the same thing. I do need to refill Tuesday. And for nighttime, all I take are these melatonin gummies. They work really well for me. I just really suffer with a lot of insomnia. And of course, not looking for recommendations because I've tried everything and I have to be careful with switching things up. But these work really well for me. I don't wake up super groggy. And of course, they are over the counter. I take 2 of those at night. And that's it. I'm all set. So these are my supplements for, you know, daily use. And of course, once I get my new vitamins in, I will add them back in here, but this is super clutch. Okay, so this is the final result. I just made a little bit for now, and if I'm still feeling hungry, I will make some more because again, it's super simple. But I'm gonna chow down on this and I will be back a little bit later. Hey you guys, coming to you live from the kitchen. So it's definitely been a handful of hours, and you think that as I do more Vlogmas, I would get better about picking up the camera, but I feel like I really haven't, so I apologize for that. But I get very much stuck in the matrix, as I call it, and so I figured I would pop in, just give you all some quick background on what I had going on. But once Dustin got home from work, I just kind of got locked in on my laptop and started doing some research. And if you're anything like me and you're researching a new concept or product, you get kind of stuck in the vortex or in the matrix, and I can be there for hours if I do not like put a stopping point to it. Long story short, I've been talking to you all about Bklyn Post and how I decided to put that brand and name to an end and reopen and relaunch with my new brand identity, which is Melanote. I have been a lot more critical of what my hero products are and what I come out with because I don't want it to have really much resemblance to the old brand. I just want it to be a bit more refined, a bit more curated, because if you're going to take so much time off, which is like over a year, why would you come back with the same exact products, right? They almost lose their value, they lose their excitement. So with that said, part of Melanote that is really important to me is that it's not only a stationery brand. That's still always going to be my bag because you guys know how much I love stationery. I kind of got my start in bullet journaling, but I also want it to be a bit of a lifestyle brand, and part of that is carrying high quality apparel. And the reason this is coming up is because I did an apparel launch, I want to say at least 3 years ago, where I had a company called Bonfire contact me and they wanted me to do a collaboration with them where I came out with a line of sweatshirts, crew necks, and long sleeve shirts, and it would be an original design. Now, while they didn't pay me for that collaboration, they kind of helped me with startup fees and doing all of that and helped me with promoting it. So that was a nice little test period for me to see if apparel would work. So I came up with a design, and I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but I called it Creative Genius because in my heart, I feel like everyone is a bit of a creative genius, just in your own way, in your own industry. And so there was like, I think a pair of scissors, spray paint, pens, markers, and possibly an Apple pencil. I can't remember because I'm not looking at it, but I kind of drew that up, vectorized it in Illustrator, and then submitted it to the brand and chose out a couple of colors. It was around fall time, so I really wanted to keep those fall colors, the deep burgundy, black, grays, heather gray, you get it. And I thought that it was going to do okay, but it actually did a lot better than I thought it would. And would y'all believe, till this day, people still wear that collection? And some of you probably even have it. I have 2 of my own, and then Dustin has one as well, and we also still wear it. I've washed it a million times, I've spilled things on it, and it is still going strong. So once I saw how well received that campaign was, I just felt like I wanted to do something like that again, but it just never came to fruition with Bklyn Post. It was never a good place to do it. But now that I'm relaunching, I really want to do that. So to turn all this around, the reason why I spent so long in the office doing research is because I was researching a manufacturer to where I can get these made, because I don't just want hoodies and crew necks that have like a print on them, like a print similar to this. It's just on the product, which there's nothing wrong with that. I probably will have some products that are like that, and I do have a heat press at home, so cost efficient, but I really want something embroidered. And I've been looking forever to find some place that does this for a reasonable cost so that the overhead is not too high, which means I am not offsetting that cost onto you all, my customers, my audience. And it is not easy. You know, if you're not going overseas and tapping into Chinese manufacturers, then the price is pretty substantial. However, Dustin and I had a conversation and we are both willing to pay an extra penny for a really good crew neck or a really good hoodie. And if you go to Madewell, their hoodies are like close to $70. You buy a Nike hoodie, you know, it's like 50 to 60. And I get it. I'm no Madewell, I'm no Nike, that's fine. But if the quality is right up to par, then I'm hoping that my pricing can still be pretty competitive. So that was super long-winded, a lot of background, but that's what I was spending my time doing. And I definitely got caught up and was like, I need to slow this down and make a spreadsheet. So as I was doing research, I was also making the spreadsheet with cost per unit, location, and just adding any reference links I can go back to in my research. So we are in the very early stages of product curation for this brand, but I'm really excited because I haven't been in this mindset in a super long time. And I do have some ideas of a couple of different product ideas. Like one's going to be a quote, one's going to be a little graphic, a symbol, but I'm working some things out and it's really exciting. So as I mentioned earlier, my boss has officially told us that we are on holiday vacation, we're on holiday leave. And so tomorrow is Friday and I will be back to my normal, freelance grind, back to my Melanote She Meets City grind. So I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow, sleep in a little bit, but wake up tomorrow and really hit the ground running with getting the Bklyn Post stuff cleaned up, reorganized, getting rid of any old product by donating it, whatever I have to do, and really making space for this new brand and just be very intentional about making this happen and not wait for the new year to make it happen. So if you're in a place where you've been trying to get an idea, a concept, a YouTube channel, a product off the ground, this is a friendly reminder that you do not have to wait until you have everything in place. Just do something small every single day and then you'll wake up and have a full-blown brand with people who support it and clients who come back launch after launch, year after year. So yeah, that's my little spiel. I'm gonna go tidy up a little bit and then our food should be here soon and we're gonna probably tuck in. I want to check in with y'all and just let you know what was going on, what was on my mind. Thanks for listening and I will be back later. Bye guys.